It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This will be taken very short.
Let's go! At their own 28-yard line.
Yellow! On the wall, Eddie! Hey, 15!
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Mahomes will try again on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Another takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. Third and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On third and long, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's fourth.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This time, Jackson will throw it. Flushed out right. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 43 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him? Being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass, a run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another 1st down.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven 1st. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And now he'll tuck it and run. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expecting to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Jackson from the shotgun. He may try and run for this, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown here in this first half, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And an alley to run. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. And an alley to run. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 65 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And that's caught inside the 35. That one goes for 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Jackson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock and you've helped out.
What's good?
I'm set for 6. Mike's 56. I got it. Switch. Check 3.
It's a pickup of 11.
To the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Roberts has it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Jackson to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. And now he'll tuck it and run. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they double them up here. That makes our score 20-10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is score.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2. Back to throw. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the 4th. So with 13 on the clock, it's time for an onside kick. And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
Yeah, he's sliding even when he can get
I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
I might rematch that nigga. That nigga was whack for real.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
I stripped that nigga too first fucking drive. I beat the smokes out Twan in 2K. I already know you don't. Ain't shit you can't prove. I was scraping my cousin yesterday. Quick 150. Yeah, my cousin in the army. He thought he had it too. I played that nigga Pelicans versus Mavs. I had the Pelicans scrape them. Just then I had he had the Bucks. I had the Nets. Oh my God, what Nets? Yeah, KD, LeVert, Kyrie. Nigga, you know how I do. I put Kyrie on the bench to start off. Had Dinwiddie running the point. Boy, ain't no nigga on that game gonna guard Kyrie off the bench. Second quarter, Kyrie 8, just blew him out just with Kyrie and DeAndre Jordan. No, everybody on the game. Yeah, everybody on the game. Should have been crazy if DeMarcus Cousins was selling them Lakers. It would have got food. It would have just. Niggas wanting to let niggas play with the Lakers. What a game. Man, them Nets is monsters. You put that death lineup in with Allen at the 4, DeAndre Jordan at the 5, KD, LeVert, and Kyrie. Oh my gosh, it was just getting crazy. I need a team with some speed on defense if you try to play with them. Niners ain't got no speed on defense. Niggas get Falcons. Chargers got some speed. Chargers ain't got enough offense. Minnesota got speed at their corners and shit. They don't got that speed on offense. They do got cooked though. Seattle got the speed because they got Griffin. Oh. How? Yeah, but I got Bobby Wagner going. He better than them niggas. Who? I got a new passing scheme, Corey, but I can't use it on this shit because niggas blitzing shit too much. It's how they're going.
Nah, that wasn't me on the jump.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to...
Dre. I think you said Dre. These niggas got Griffin, Trey Flowers. Yeah, you see these niggas got some speed. Niggas said the Navy garbage.
This drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Nah, that was my mouth that I was born in my hand.
That's crazy. Not used to it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Now a give right side. It's Carson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
I can't believe I almost blocked this field goal before. Justin Tucker. Facts would have been epic.
Green 80. Run left.
Here's Carson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. From the gun, it's Wilson, rolling to his right. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Get ready.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
First play of the drive, a 1st down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Now the pass brought in by Roberts. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And he's got room. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 26 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And hoping to do better than they did in their last possession when they punted the football. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Here we go. Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Penny, a first down carry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Flushed out right. He hits his running back, close ice. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. Now that player is able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown from 6 yards away as they are now on the board here in the first half. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Hey, I got lucky right there for Thomas almost jumped the fuck.
I got my shit where
this game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Need a defense, man.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
They used to watch it.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
I beat the snow Sykes first.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to
I was finna say if they let that nigga throw that bit like that.
Picked off by Brad McDougal. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Get ready. Get ready.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Returnable for Thomas. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
That's all like
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressive. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. It's caught by Roberts. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A well-executed 22-yard gain. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's brought down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now Jackson on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. He got 29 yards that time. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now Jackson. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And down inside the 15 he goes. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
It's too late. You got to report that shit within 2 minutes.
Stepping up, Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
It's go time. It's go time.
He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Fuck.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And, you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
I need some more
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
I can't believe Sykes and them niggas was playing this shit.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open, but you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Not totally home free yet. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. A 2nd down carry for Procise. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Corey.
3rd down throw,
Oh
and
my
misses
God.
the target, incomplete.
Oh my God.
He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Yeah.
They'll try and throw for him with Wilson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he can do. 4th down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Throwing now is Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. This time Jackson will throw it. Flushed out right. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Jackson on the keeper. A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
It's hard to beat.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
$5 matches. Colts, it will be tough. Fix this damn playbook. Shit ain't fucking work. Would have been alright. Yeah. My shit was doing that shit on Madden 19. 7 minutes. I'll be playing that nigga shit kill. That nigga be playing 6-minute quarters. That nigga Shaq nice. Yeah. He nice. He just be playing like he got an offense that just glitch out the compute like the defense. But he was trying to act like it was him. I'm like, cause he was trying to say I was in a cover 3. I'm like, nigga, just cause you see I click cover 3, nigga, I was changing my whole defense. I'm like, you trying to sound smart? I'm like, nigga, you literally, yeah. I'm like, nigga, you glitching out the defense. Like I had fucking Anthony Brown for the Cowboys playing linebacker. Nigga, I still couldn't. They still wouldn't let Anthony Brown jump and guard a motherfucking slot. My nigga, I was like, yeah, this shit cheating. He can't beat me for real. That's why he ain't played me in a couple of days. He know his days numbered. What the fuck is his name, man, yo? Yeah, that was a nice day. That shit was easy, little scrape. Can you beat him? So you ain't never played? I would have definitely played him if I was you. Now, what the fuck is this name? Yeah, it's a good day. I was scraping him too. Like I don't know what he was thinking. We're playing with these Ravens, man. Nah, this bitch ass nigga getting them. True. I don't know if this one got the rules on it though. This nigga a level 2 though. I don't give a fuck. I mean, yeah, it is what I say, but this one only for $5. Me too. That's how you get good. That's what my nigga Rakim was telling me. He was like, he played that Ultimate Team. He said that shit make you so much better because everybody on the Ultimate Team is fast and good. So he was like, you gotta really watch out for certain shit. And he was like, then when it translates to when you playing regular players, it's like everything moving slow motion. Like it's like not even the same game, and it's making it just so much easier to play. I was like, yeah, that's a good ass point, yo. Because he was like, he said you play with the Chiefs. He said you got Tyreek Hill, 99 speed. That's it. He was like, you play on Ultimate Team. He said Randy Moss, 99 speed. Calvin Johnson, 99 speed. Like all these niggas just 99 speed and shit to where you got to really play different. Yeah, like.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs.
They'll play with
this will be taken very short.
Off swing after the double is unstoppable.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just.
I got good because I played my GM shit with the Grizzlies, but I play on custom sliders. Make that shit like the computer just nice as fuck.
Guy of the 30-yard line.
See, I went 53 and 19 with the Grizzlies. I mean 53 and 50. Yeah, I had to play all 82 games. I was just simcasting some of them shits though. Shit, John Morant ended up averaging 30 and 9 for the year. And he got fucking broke his damn leg.
Hey, 57, 57.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 57. Mike.
Throwing on second down. Mahomes. And that's caught inside the 35.
I got thought make it too.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 71 yards. And his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Nice.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Let's go, D. Let's go.
From the 31, Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Did they make Warzone 4 plays?
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones on the stop. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
On the ready. 53. Check 53. Get that quarterback. And all court. Hey, Mike. 53 is the Mike. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Check 3.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Jackson on 1st down, being chased out left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they come up now 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Ingram. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram.
I had it.
Take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Niggas say my shit cheese too. I don't feel like my offense cheese. I don't really niggas can't stop me. Niggas be mad as food.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on 3rd down.
This play right here, this that play.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Yeah, but
Tyreek Hill, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Because even if he on him, you
extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Alert 3. Get him. You got him. Check safety. Watch the safety creep.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right. It's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Jackson. Snead's got it. A good pickup there, 21 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. They do okay?
He did.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack. into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. 15 yards as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
They like lagged me out. I couldn't even tackle it.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Going deep here for Watkins. This is caught inside the 15. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Escaping the pressure right. Got a man. It's Brown. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
53, check 53. Hey, ready?
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
I got to switch that defense. Yeah, make my shit a cover 4.
Jackson. He'll buy some time. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
And
I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
Make that shit a cover 4. Of course, niggas don't be going up and doing that. Niggas be going up and that defense. They come out there.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. The sack by Terrell Suggs. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now it's Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator.
Oh, my God.
Batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best and knowing to take.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play that time for the Ravens. 46 yards. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again. And it's 2nd down. And an alley to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. but the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. On third down, it's Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 51 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Back now in Baltimore. Or the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Able to push his way through. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Boats next year is going to be too high on that.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Williams. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tyus Bowser. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Yeah.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Hey, cut. 36, 36.
Thank you, man.
Jackson now. Going to throw again. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts. And it's third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. From the gun, it's Jackson on the move to it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down.
You want to know what I did?
What?
You parked different today. You parked in there correctly instead of whipping in from the side.
Over the middle here to Brown. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were spurred up.
Let's go.
More.
What's that, Jack?
Should I play Pro Am?
Okay. Hey, Trey. Hey, Trey. That's what I made, boy. Foreign Quest tell you what he made. That big dumbass dude. We made a sharpshooter big man.